Hey everyone, so it's finally April, it's finally spring, it's time to get going with the lawn. I am super excited. I've been looking forward to this for so long. I just want to get out in the lawn, start overseeding, aerating, fertilizing. I just want to get going. I've been looking forward to this for so long now. So I'm just going to gather up all the things I need from the shed and then we can get going. So here we have the seed for overseeding, and this is our fertilizer for spring. And this is the iron to take care of any moss you might have. And then we have our different tools. All right, so I have all my stuff, so it's time to get going. Huh. Did I get the date wrong? It is 7th of April. It's April. Isn't it spring? What the hell is this? All right, I guess I'll just put everything back for now. All right, so as you can see, my lawn is nowhere near ready to aerate, overseed or fertilize. There's still plenty of snow left. I mean, we're almost halfway through April and we still haven't gotten spring yet. It's almost like last year. Last year we had cold weather until May, and then within a week it just turned into summer. We just skipped spring entirely. Feels like this is gonna be one of those years again. And it feels so bad because I am dying to see how the Barenbrug RPR is doing after this harsh winter. But at least you can see behind me, I have some spot which I don't have any snow on them. So I thought we might have a look at those. Also, I'm very curious to know how your lawns are looking this year. Do you have any patches? Do you still have snow? Have you fertilized yet? Maybe you're thinking of overseeding. It would be super fun if you could drop me a comment, just letting me know where you're at. I mean, if I can't do anything, maybe I can live vicariously through you guys. So just drop me a comment and let me know where you're at. All right, as you can see, I have a lot of spots that I need to fix when I can fix them, when the snow is gone and the ground temperature is above 7-8 degrees Celsius. So it's all over here. You can see the spots everywhere. And don't worry too much about these spots. I mean, everyone is gonna have them, especially if you have this much snow as I have. But there are some differences between some spots, so I'm just going to show you what to look for. So these spots, for instance, where you have some dead grass just lying on top, it's starting to get slimy, but it's really not that slimy yet. These spots aren't dead, so what you can do is you can just lightly rake these, because what will happen is that this stuff will cut all air to the lawn. So they will die if you don't rake it lightly and allow for some air to come down to the soil. So if you have a lot of those spots, just make sure you lightly rake them, because the number one thing that is super important when spring comes around is to let air down to the soil, especially if you didn't mow the lawn before winter, so you might have a bit longer grass. That grass will fold over, it will turn yellow, and it will cut off all air to the soil and to the roots. So just make sure you give everything a light rake. But then you have these kind of spots, let me show you. And then you have spots like this, where it just turned into slime. I mean, these spots can come back, but most likely you will need to overseed this. Most of this will just die, or has died already. These won't come back. And before you go off saying this Barenbrug RPR sucks, most of these are due to the fact that kids have been playing here all winter. We've had a lot of traffic on the lawn all throughout winter, so they've been running around all over here and mostly in the front actually. The snow melted away for like a couple of days, a couple of weeks ago. I got a glimpse of the front lawn then, and it does not look good, I can tell you. So this is where the kids have been playing, running around, playing hide and seek, all kinds of stuff. And as you can see, it does not look good. But most of this yellow stuff, if you just give it a light rake, it will come back. So don't worry if your lawn looks like this. In places like Sweden, where it is very cold, we have these kind of winters, we have a lot of snow, and then we have ice. And ice is especially bad, since the ice will cut off air and it will kill off everything underneath it. So don't worry too much about it. Most of this, I would say 90% of this will come back. You just have to wait. You don't need to panic at all. But then you have that last 10% where you need to overseed, and to get the good grass to come back stronger, you need to make sure you aerate properly, you fertilize properly, because if you don't, what will happen is that the grass will be weak, and if the grass is weak, guess what happens? then the weeds take over. But normally my best recommendation this early spring, well, I'm not sure if I should call it spring or not, but this early on my best recommendation would be to just be patient. Don't rush it, just give the grass a chance to come back. And as far as the front goes, I mean, my house is facing south, so the front gets less sun. We only get a couple of hours of sun every day there during summers. And every time it snows, we always clean up the driveway and put all the snow on the lawn right next to it. So it always takes longer for all the snow to melt over there. And at several points during this winter, we've had all the neighborhood kids over here playing. So at one point we had 8-9 kids running around in the front. And I mean, all that adds up. You can't expect the lawn to look 100% perfect after that. Which I'm not. I mean, it's a lawn. You should play on it, you should use it. There's no point in yelling at kids not to play on the lawn because I want the grass to be perfect. I mean, you just fix it come spring, right? But I'm just warning you, it doesn't look good. Hopefully I can show you in a couple of weeks. So there's not much I can do but wait and grow my beard and make sure I never get through any customs at any airport ever again. But that's pretty much it. Alright, so that's it. So hopefully this goes away in a couple of weeks, then I can show you how the RPR looks. Then we can look at what we have to do to fix the patches I might have, what kind of plans we have for the lawn this year. And I also bought some new products I wanted to try out. I wanted to try them out last year, but I just didn't have the time. But I'm really looking forward to it. I also may have a surprise this year because I've invested in a new mower actually. But we'll get to that as soon as the season starts. Whenever it does, who knows? Alright, so I'll see you guys when the snow is gone.